Welcome to Serenity Productions. Where is it? I know I left it somewhere. Come on. Oh, shit. I'm okay, Largatia. Just some boxes in the closet decided to fucking fall on me. Stay up. You can come in if you want to. The door is open. In the closet. And I don't want to hear any jokes about that. I'm looking for something, and I was sure I put it in here somewhere. Jesus, only a year in this room, and I'm already losing shit. Well, I wasn't thinking I was gonna need this stuff anytime soon, so I just put it in the closet, out of the way. Of course, it doesn't help that the lighting in here sucks. Magic doesn't work like that, Largatia. It's not like the stupid wizard book portrays it. Not to mention, just because we can do magic doesn't mean all creatures can do all kinds of magic. Very specified, and I'm getting off track. Oh, there it is! Hey, tall person. Help me? Yeah, you see that black box way in the corner back there? Yeah, do you mind getting it? Thank you. Oh, don't worry about the rest of that stuff. I'll pick it up later. This, though, is what I needed. So much dust. Shit. I can't remember the last time I needed this stuff, actually. Probably the last time I went to see my mother. I hope it still fits. It's proper wear that my mother made for me. You know, Banshee and the Ethral. Have to have a fitting outfit for it. Plus, the corset has protective runes that will serve like armor. Thank you. My mom always did have really good taste. Though, the skirt used to be black as well. My father might have gotten it altered behind my back when I came back to the mundane. No, I don't mind it. It's a nice blending of my two sides. And honestly, I'm not wholly a banshee, so I wouldn't want anyone coming up to me asking if I can get them in touch with a loved one that's passed away. Which I wouldn't, even if they did, because it's a huge violation of the rules. Banshee rules. Also technically council rules and board rules. There are a lot of rules. I'm okay. This was my idea, remember? It'd be kind of messed up if I was thinking about just turning tail and running, don't you think? Plus, it will be nice to be back in the Ethral. Especially the capital. How do I even begin to describe the capital? It's a huge city with automations and magic flying everywhere. You have species from all over just walking around and selling things in shops and outdoor markets. Huge buildings mixed with tiny little stalls, and everything is just busy and loud and populated. It's a perfect blend of science and magic and the old ways of doing things with new ideas. Steampunk? Yeah, just add some magic in there and it's kind of the same thing. I actually spent part of my life growing up in the Ethral with my mother. Yeah, Banshees pretty much all went back once humans started spreading out too much. Also, when the witch trials started really kicking off. Anyway, for me it'd be kind of like a homecoming. Though I can't imagine how much it's probably changed since I've been back. But I do know that this clothing is still the style. Might have to patch up the bottom of the skirt a little. The movement won't be too good on this thing otherwise. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Even I already discussed armor for you and I gave her your measurements. Still your handler, remember? Even if you are done with your process, I can still look over your physical files. And I think you'll like what Eve and I have in mind for you. We did take into consideration your dancer background, so the armor we're getting has a great amount of movement ability. We had to give up a little bit of durability for that, but with your scales covering more of your body every day, and them being pretty much impenetrable, you should be fine. Hopefully. Also, the slits for your wings will be an added bonus. I know you don't like having them out, but you never know when you're going to need them. Being able to sprout fire might not help in all situations. Well, if you took your flying training more seriously, maybe it wouldn't hurt so much. You know, you probably could have asked Mel for help. I know she doesn't like using her wings, but she probably could have given you a few pointers. Shit. Now that I'm thinking about it, probably should have sent you with Eve so you could pick out a couple of weapons too with Big Bad. How is it that Fangs is the only one that understands that your raw strength and speed are not the only things that will determine the outcome of a fight? Trust me, if they were, even Sasha would not be alive right now. Oh, I have my own. Meet Evermore. It's my own little creation I had one of my father's friends make for me. I got the inspiration from a mundane video game. Ever heard of Castlevania? I had some modifications done though. Made the blade at the end a little smaller with some runes etched into it. So it won't make anything explode, but it will provide a good sting and it's toxin to certain species. Well, I used to have a whip. Mom never understood that. Banshees usually fight from afar. But I found that if you learn how to use a whip correctly, it's kind of like dancing. And we both know how much I like dancing. So I decided to pick it up and train in it. Probably should bring Frail with me too. I didn't come up with the names for the weapons. Evermore is engraved into the hilt. Frail was crafted to me by a fox shifter in the Ethral. And he does amazing work. I helped him out with a Siren dispute he was having. It really wasn't a big deal. I just stopped them from charming him and stealing all his shit while he was docking at port. Sirens and the Ethral have a nasty habit of taking what's not theirs. Which is completely different than the ones that stay on the mundane. Honestly, they could stand to learn some manners. Right. That might not seem like a big thing to me, but I guess to you that sounds like a pretty odd occurrence. It's something that you'll have to get used to. In the Ethral, there aren't too many that use glamours or charms. Magic runs wild, and no one needs to hide who they are. It's freeing in a way. Are you telling me that you wouldn't like walking around without your glamour? You're always complaining after we go outside that you're all stiff. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wish I was going back under better circumstances. I don't know. I guess I've just always been busy. And Dad can get a little possessive as time with me. Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to think of something to tell him. I mean, he's on tour, so it shouldn't be too hard to come up with a story. I wonder if he would agree with what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm just overthinking again. Thanks, Lagartia. Knowing you're gonna have our back out there makes me feel that much better. Of course it does. Who wouldn't want a powerful hybrid by their side when facing off against some of the most feared creatures our world has ever known? I mean that, and I couldn't imagine doing this without my best friend. What's that look for? You look like I just shot your puppy. Whatever, here, help me get some things ready to pack up, okay? And then I'll help you pack up your stuff and see if there's anything else we need to get for you.